And so, you've been homeless for a while. What are you doing to try to get out of this situation right now?
I got an interview Monday to go to rehab.
When's the last time you smoked crack?
2 hours ago.
Okay. What's up, YouTube? Atlanta Street Interviews out here with another one. So we got a young lady out here today. How you doing, miss?
How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. So are you homeless?
Yes, I am.
Okay. And so how old are you?
50.
50? Okay. In summary form, what would you say has brought you to this point of being homeless in your life?
Addiction.
Addiction to what?
Addiction to crack and weed.
To crack and what?
Weed.
Okay. And so how long have you been addicted to crack?
Off and on for about 30 years.
Okay. And how long have you been homeless?
Almost 2 months.
Okay. And so before you was homeless, you had a roof over your head, right?
Yes.
So what specifically happened that caused you to not have a roof over your head?
I moved to another state.
Okay. What state were you in before?
Ohio.
So why'd you move?
Old drug dealers.
You say what?
Old drug dealers.
Old drug dealers?
I owed a drug dealer
Oh, wow. Okay. So how much did you owe?
60.
$60?
Yeah, they petty like that.
So you moved to a whole nother state because you owed a drug dealer $60?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. All right. So let me ask you this. How many, do you have any kids?
I have one.
Okay. How old?
31.
Okay. Where does that child live?
He lives in Durham, North Carolina.
Okay. Did you raise, was it a boy or girl?
A boy.
Okay. Did you raise him?
No, I didn't.
Who raised him?
The state.
Okay. It's a foster care?
Yep.
Why'd you lose him? Why were you not able to raise him?
Trying so hard to be not like my mom, and I was just like her.
Okay. So let's put a pin in it there. Let's start from the beginning. So where are you from?
Jersey.
Okay. New Jersey?
Newark.
Okay. Newark, New Jersey. Shout out. And so when you grew up, did you grow up with both your mom and your dad in the household?
No.
Okay. It's just your mom?
No.
Who'd you grow up with?
The state.
Foster care. Okay. Did you ever meet your birth parents?
I met my mom.
Never met your dad?
Never met my dad.
Okay. When did you meet your mom? How old were you?
4.
How old?
4.
Okay. And did you spend a lot of time with her or?
No.
Okay. So did she have a substance abuse problem as well?
Exactly.
Okay. And so growing up in the foster system, would you say that you had a somewhat normal childhood?
No.
What was not normal about it?
She took care of me, but I got beat the most with any and everything. Because I was that foster child. It was about the money.
You say it was about the money?
Mm-hmm.
And so you say that she basically used to physically punish you a lot?
Exactly.
Did you have any siblings? Any brothers or sisters?
I had foster siblings.
How many?
I had 1 brother and 2 sisters.
Were they her natural born children or were they her foster kids as well?
Actually, my brother was natural and my sister was a relative.
Okay. 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 And so did you go to high school?
No, I did not.
Okay, so why didn't you go to high school?
I stopped going to high school because of the math, but I got my GED.
What was the highest grade you completed?
The highest grade I completed was not even high school. I didn't even get to high school.
Well, so middle school? Okay. And so what advice or what did your foster mother say when you chose to not go to high school? When you dropped out of middle school?
She didn't care.
She didn't care? She didn't say, hey, don't drop out?
No.
Okay. Okay. And so, you got your GED. What age did you get your GED?
43.
Okay. Okay. So that's about 7 years ago. So how was the time in between, you know, your 18th birthday and, you know, 43? Were you working a lot, or were you on the streets a lot, or kind of paint me a general picture?
I wasn't working.
Were you prostituting?
No, I was not.
What were you doing for money?
Okay. From 18 to 22, I was getting welfare. When my sister passed away.
You was getting welfare, that's when you had the child, right?
Yeah, but Dad took my son. In Jersey, you get a single person welfare.
Okay, wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
you was getting welfare up to 22, and then what happened?
My sister passed away due to complication of AIDS.
Okay.
I flipped out, moved to Orlando. I was doing good.
So wait, so you moved from having stable housing with welfare, and you moved because your sister died?
Yeah.
Okay.
I flipped.
Okay, I got you. I was just making it clear.
My biological sister.
You say this was your biological sister? Did you guys grow up together?
No.
When did you meet her?
I met my sister when she was a teenager.
Okay. Okay. How was she older than you?
Yeah, I'm the baby.
How much older was she than you?
About 7 years.
Okay. And so she died of AIDS, and you say that you kind of, you know, went into a bout of mental health and ended up in Orlando.
With my brother.
Okay.
My biological brother.
Okay. When did you meet him, by the way?
Oh, we grew up together in foster care.
Okay. In the same house? Okay. And so how is he older than you or younger than you?
He's older than me, 2 years older than me.
2 years older? Okay, so you moved to Orlando, and then what happened?
He got custody of my son. They found out I was staying, taking care of my son. They took my son. I flipped out again. And that's when I started smoking crack.
So wait, so he had custody of your son, your brother.
Yeah.
And because you was living there, they took custody away? Why is that?
Because I was not supposed to have him.
Did they consider you to be a danger to him?
Yes.
Why?
They considered me to be a danger to him because of my past with the state. I had very, very, very violent anger issues, period.
What's the worst type of stuff you've done in that angered state?
Almost hurt someone.
You say almost hurt someone? Someone close to you? Just someone? Okay. And so, you know, you've been homeless for a while. What are you doing to try to get out of this situation right now?
I got an interview Monday to go to rehab.
When's the last time you smoked crack?
2 hours ago.
Okay.
You say you raw, you real.
No, I mean, listen. I ask and you answer. I ain't mad at that. And so, if anybody wanted to reach out and help, or offer any type of help, do you have any way that people can reach out to you?
No, I do not.
Okay. Yeah, if you can go back to your 18-year-old self and give yourself any piece of advice, if you could hop in a time machine and you only had 60 seconds to go back in time and you had to give whatever advice you want in 60 seconds, what advice would that be?
My advice to myself would be I would have stayed in school, got a career, not a job, a career, and raised my son the way I was supposed to.
How does it feel when you think about the fact that you didn't get to raise your son?
It hurts. It still hurts.
How do you think he feels?
He don't like me.
When you think about that, what are your feelings? Okay. And so between your son and your siblings, Would any of them be willing, like if they were to see this video, do you think that they would want to come and get you off the street?
They would. They couldn't see the video because both of them are deceased. I'm the only sibling left.
Sorry to hear that. So is there any other family that you have out there?
My mom is gone. My grandma gone.
Well, but do you have any that's alive?
Not that I know of.
What about any of your foster siblings?
I'm good.
So if they were to offer you a warm roof over your head, you wouldn't take it?
No, I wouldn't.
Why not?
It's a different type of love right there. It's a different type of feeling. Like,
well, I mean, people would ask. People would say, well, why not? You grew up together. Was there specific things that happened?
We may have grew up together, but it's not like, how can I put this? Real love. It's not, it's that pity. I don't need nobody to pity me.
Okay. All right, YouTube. So, you know, we had some technical difficulties, but we're back. So Miss, you were saying earlier, do you have any non-curable diseases or anything like that?
I've been diagnosed with HIV since 1996. I caught it from a boyfriend my boyfriend for 3 years. He knew he had it and never told me. And that's the reason why people should really point their status, because nowadays, when you take your medicine and you're undetectable, you cannot pass it through sex. That's a fact.
You say if you take your medicine,
and you're
undetectable, you can't pass it on.
You cannot pass it through sex.
And
that's
so,
a fact.
And so you say this was your boyfriend? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
He was my boyfriend for 3 years. He knew he had it because someone gave it to him, and they didn't know that they gave it to him, and they knew they had it, so they gave it to him. So he was giving it to people like he got it. That was unfair because I knew about the risk of HIV because my mom and my sister had it. I knew that if you protect yourself, that you can still have sex. I knew that it's a bloodborne pathogen, that if a person is bleeding and you have an open wound, you cannot touch that person.
Okay, I mean, and so...
He gave me no choice.
Okay. And so let me ask, I mean, have you been sexually active? When was the last time you were sexually active?
With my husband.
So you were married?
I am married.
You're currently married? Okay, so let's unpack that. So when did you get married? You're 50 now, what age?
I got married, I can't remember the age, but I got married in 2010.
Okay, it's about 12 years ago, it's about 38.
And I was in recovery.
You was what?
I was in recovery.
So speak up a little.
I was in recovery.
Okay, so you was in recovery when you got married?
Yes.
Okay, so you wasn't smoking crack. You knew that you had AIDS though, right?
I told no, I have HIV.
Okay, you had HIV, but not full-blown AIDS?
No, I do not.
Okay, so you had HIV, and you disclosed that status to him?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Before we had sex.
Before you had sex, okay.
And
How long did you guys... I'm sorry?
He loved me for me.
Loved you for you, okay. How long did you guys date before you got married?
We dated for 2 years.
Okay. And so you guys got married. When and you're still married? Are you separated?
Yes.
How long ago did you become separated?
5 months ago.
Why did you guys separate?
Because he gave me a year to get myself together.
Get yourself together as far as what, the drug use?
Yes.
So did he use drugs?
He used to.
When did he stop using drugs?
4 months ago.
So hold on real quick, hold on. All right, we had a little bit of noise in the background. So, all right, so tell me, okay, so when did he stop using drugs?
5 months ago.
So he just stopped 5 months ago?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm a little confused timeline because you said that so 5 months ago was when you left, right?
Yes.
And
I
that's
was still in active addiction.
Well, I get it, but he said he gave you a year.
Yes.
So,
Because this is not what he want to do anymore. And when you're tired, when you're sick and tired, you're sick and tired. And he has not picked up.
he is not what?
Picked up.
So he's still clean.
He's still clean.
I get it, but I guess you said that he gave you a year to get your stuff together.
Yeah.
And so during that year, was he still using as well?
No, the year's not up yet.
Okay, I got it. So we're 5 months into that year.
Yes.
So, see, he knows that you're homeless?
Yes.
When's the last time you guys talked?
2 days ago.
What was that conversation like?
That conversation was like, because I just got out of the hospital. Because my bra rubbed my breast and it got infected from me being outside. So
Well, I mean, you don't have to go into detail about why you went into the hospital.
No, I'm just saying, I went into details of everything else, it doesn't matter. But I had to go to the hospital and we talked and he's like really disappointed with me. But like I said, Monday, I had an appointment to go to rehab.
So before a couple days ago, how long had it been since you guys had talked?
Almost a month.
And so, I mean, you guys spent over a decade together. If he were to see this video, do you think that he would want to come and get you up off the street?
Yes. Yes, he did.
If people who knew you guys as a couple saw this video, do you think they would be disappointed in him allowing you to be homeless?
That I don't know. I wouldn't be, because I chose this situation.
Speak up a little bit. We got the...
I chose this situation.
Okay.
I was in a place, but I chose to go out and use.
So you left.
Yes.
He didn't necessarily kick you out.
No, he did not.
Well, why'd you leave?
Because I chose addiction.
Okay. I get it. And so you say that you're currently in an active recovery program?
I'm about to.
You're about to get in there?
Monday?
Monday? Do you plan on smoking or doing any drugs in between now and Monday?
Yeah.
You said yes? Okay. All right. Well, listen, you know, we wish you the best out here. We want the best for you. And so we hope that you get into the recovery program and that you execute it, and that you're able to get back with your husband. Okay?
Yes.
All right, sis. Listen, God bless you, all right? Have a good one.